Hey, welcome back to the garage, everyone. Today we've got an unboxing and a really easy fix. All right, so the cruise control on our W126 is on the fritz. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, I know that the cruise control amplifier module is more than likely the culprit. And yes, I know you can replace capacitors. You can fix cold solder joints. But I'm not going to fool with all that. Instead, I'm going to put a refurbished cruise control amplifier in the old 300 SD. Mercedes-Benz, remanufactured on April the 5th. Let's put this in the car and give it a test drive. All right, we're out and about doing a little test drive here just to show you the current status of the cruise control. So, doing about 50. And we're going to go ahead and pull the lever down and release, and we let off the gas, and as you can see, it does nothing. We'll speed back up a little bit. We'll try to set using the upward motion like this, and we let off and it does nothing. Of course, the other two, pushing it that way turns it off, and pulling it back is resume, which doesn't work either. Well, let's get on back to the garage and get the new control amplifier installed. All right, we've already got the cover off of the bottom of the dash because we were doing some electrical troubleshooting a couple of weeks ago. So I figured while I was in here, I would go ahead and see about replacing the cruise control amplifier module. And there it is, right there. We've just got to unplug this connector, and there is a, let's see if I can point to it with the wrench. There's a bolt. There's a bolt right there. We've got to get that guy off. And we also have to take the wiring harness off of the warning module, and all that stuff will come off together, and we'll pull this thing out of the car. All right, we got it out of there. So what you've got on this bracket is a capture nut, and somebody's been in here and they've tried to turn on this, which is permanently affixed to this bracket. They've tried to turn on this and they buggered it up. So it's pretty rough right now. This does not move, folks. You don't mess with this. You mess with the screw on the other side with the 10mm socket wrench. So the new one, rebuilt one I got, is green, and that one's orange. That's the only difference I know about. Anyway, now this one looks like it was replaced in '92, apparently. It says, warning, breaking the seal or opening the unit in any way will void the warranty. And there's a date of 1992 there. So somebody replaced this at some point in the past. Looks like this is a long-standing problematic issue with these cars, as I'm sure a lot of you already are aware. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer the bracket to the new one right now. All right, nice and tight. This is the warning buzzer module. There was no real need to take that off because you can't really put this back on. There's not enough room. You just need to leave this attached. So don't mess with that. So it's a little bit loose, as you can tell. I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit, but being able to move it around is a luxury. So believe me on that one. All right, and it goes in the car. It's going to go upside down like that, and this plug will be facing out this way, and the other plug will be pointing that down that way. All right, let's get it back on the car and go take a test drive. All right, so this is what I'm using. The nut on the back side of that thing has a tendency to want to pull back through the bracket. You don't want that to happen because it'll be a real bear to get it back in there. So I haven't done that, but I did realize that it was going to slip out. So I pulled it back through my fingertips. And in my socket, I shoved a bunch of paper down in there, okay? to keep that screw from backing out into my deep socket here. This is the shallowest socket I have. So I should be able to hold the module up with my left hand. I should be able to hold the module's capture screw up against the bolt and not push it back up in this socket. So hopefully I explained that well enough. So let me get busy. I can't really film this, so you'll see the results when I'm done. All right, we're back in business. We've got our installation completed. It's a little bit of a challenge, folks. I don't mind saying that. But you can get a small 1/4-inch socket wrench. This is what I used. Small 1/4-inch socket wrench, 1/4-inch extension, and obviously a 1/4-inch drive, 11mm socket to come in on the back side of that bolt that screws into that capture nut back up in there. Okay, next thing, let's go ahead and give this car a test drive and see how she works. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back on the road. We've got our cruise control amplifier module replaced, and we're going to take a little test drive here, see if we can't get up to about 45 or 50 maybe. We don't have to go too fast, just fast enough to test it. All right, had to wait for that person to turn. They're out of our way now, so here we go. We're up to about 45. That's good enough. Let's flick it down. And look at that. We got cruise control, folks. And we're doing the speed limit. How about that? All right, let's do a little acceleration. Let's go illegal. Come on, big 120 horsepower, yeah! All right, acceleration works just fine. Let's turn it off. Off works great. All right, how about resume? There we go. Back up to our original setting. All right, folks, I'm calling this a win. Do not try to repair your cruise control amplifier module unless you know precisely what you are doing. That's my advice. You can either choose to follow it or not. But in my opinion, just send it off. Get yourself a refurbished cruise control amplifier module and everything will be just dandy. So hey, listen, I appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again real soon.